You know, everything you think you know about getting rich, it's probably wrong. We're all told it's about being smart, right? Going to the right school, getting that fancy degree. Well, that's a lie. What if I told you a simple janitor could know more about money than a top finance executive from Harvard?
So let's meet two real people. In one corner, we have Ronald Reed. He was a janitor, he fixed cars, he swept floors. For fun, he chopped firewood. In the other corner, you've got Richard Fuscone, a Harvard-educated exec at Merrill Lynch, MBA and all, praised for being a financial genius, lived in an 18,000 square foot mansion. I mean, two totally different worlds?
So, I've got a really simple question for you. Out of these two men, who do you think died a multimillionaire, leaving $8 million to charity? The guy with the best education money can buy, or the janitor? Yeah, the janitor, the Harvard MBA, he went bankrupt. The janitor, Ronald Reed, he just quietly saved the little money he made, invested it patiently, and then just let it compound for decades. And this right here, this is the entire point. When it comes to money, your behavior is way more important than how smart you are. So let's dive into the first toxic behavior you absolutely have to unlearn. It's what I call the sickness of more. It's this endless, gnawing appetite that pushes people who already have everything, to risk it all for stuff they don't even need. There's this incredible story about the author Joseph Heller. He was at a party with Kurt Vonnegut, and Vonnegut points out that their billionaire host made more money in a single day than Heller had ever made from his masterpiece, Catch-22. And Heller's response? It's probably one of the most powerful financial lessons you'll ever hear. He just said, yes, but I have something he will never have. Enough. And if you want a perfect example of not knowing what enough is, just look at Rajat Gupta. I mean, this guy was the definition of success. He was the CEO of McKinsey, sitting on the boards of huge companies, working side by side with Bill Gates. He had achieved a level of success most of us can't even fathom. By 2008, he was worth a cool $100 million. Now, to put that in perspective, with a simple 5% return, that's enough money to make almost $600 an hour, every single hour, for the rest of his life, without lifting a finger. He could have done literally anything he wanted. He had the money, the power, the freedom, the reputation. So you have to ask yourself, why would he risk every single bit of it? Why throw it all away for a little bit more money that he absolutely, positively did not need? It's because his sense of enough was totally broken. He was on the board of Goldman Sachs, surrounded by billionaires, and that social comparison just ate him alive. So he started insider trading to try and catch up. He got caught. He went to prison. He lost everything, all because he never stopped to define his enough. And you know, this leads us directly to the second shocking truth. We're all chasing the wrong thing. We chase being rich, but that is a dangerous, dangerous illusion. The real goal, the true goal, is to be wealthy, and they are not the same thing. See, being rich is your current income. It's what you spend to show other people how much money you have. It's the fancy car, the huge house, it's loud, it's visible. But wealth? Oh, wealth is silent. Wealth is the money you haven't spent. It's the stocks, the bonds, the assets in the bank that buy you your freedom. Wealth is what you don't see. Think about that tech exec who would literally throw gold coins into the ocean to show off. He was rich, for sure, but he went broke. And then you have Ronald Reed, our janitor. Nobody saw his wealth. He lived in the same humble house his whole life. But he was truly wealthy because he valued his savings and his assets more than showing off. He had freedom. The rich guy just had a car. Okay, that brings us to our third and final truth. And honestly, this might be the most important one of all. Getting money and keeping money are two completely different skills. Getting money is like a sprint. Keeping it, that's a brutal, paranoid war. Let me tell you about Jesse Livermore, one of the greatest stock traders who ever lived. During the 1929 crash, he made what would be $3 billion today, in a single day. He was an absolute genius at getting money. But then, he got overconfident. He started making bigger and bigger bets until, well, he lost it all. He was a master at getting rich, but he was terrible at staying rich. And that's because they are polar opposite skills. Think about it. Getting money requires you to be an optimist, to take risks. But keeping money? That requires humility. It requires a little bit of fear. It requires the paranoia to know that what the market gives you, it can take away in an instant. It's about survival, not just growth. So here's the key takeaway on this.
The single most powerful financial skill you can have isn't finding the next big stock, it's not timing the market, it's survival. It's just staying in the game long enough to let the magic of compounding do its work for you. Longevity is your secret weapon. So, after all of this, right? After seeing how the smartest people can go broke and the most ordinary people can build a fortune, it really all just boils down to one single thing. Let's just recap these 3 truths real quick. Number 1, that sickness of more will destroy you, so you have to define your enough. 2, stop trying to look rich. Start quietly building wealth that no one can see. And 3, focus on survival, on staying in the game, not on making flashy, risky bets.
Look, the entire world is built to make you want more. Advertising, social media, all of it. It will never, ever tell you when to stop. That's a decision only you can make. So the only question that really matters isn't, how can I get more? It's, what for me is enough?